welcome back to Snow Dog's Cooking, where if I can cook it, so can you, because trust me, I suck at cooking. Today, we're gonna show you guys a really easy way to make a turkey. So Thanksgiving is coming here in the States, and I thought a lot of people have no idea how to make a turkey. I was one of those people. Just a couple of years ago, I made a turkey for the very first time and it turned out awesome. And this is the recipe that I used. So we're gonna show you guys how to make a really good roasted turkey. We have our thawed turkey. This is a 13-pound turkey. So here's your reminder to take your turkey out of the freezer. The general rule is it takes about 1 day per 5 pounds of turkey for it to thaw. So this was a 13-pound turkey. I actually left it in the refrigerator for 4 days. Don't leave it out on your counter. Put it in your fridge. And then that way, even if it does thaw, you still have a few days before you have to make it. So I left this in the fridge for 4 days just to be safe, and it is completely thawed. About an hour before you are going to get ready to put this into your oven, you are going to want to set it on your counter. You kind of want to get to about room temperature, and I'll show you why in just a minute. Well, there you are. Best kitchen helper, second best kitchen helper. We gotta find third best kitchen helper before we go over anything else. Where could she? Well, there she is. And then fourth best kitchen helper is out grabbing more stuff. While he's doing that, I'm gonna go over the ingredients real quick. Hey, look! Fourth best kitchen helper! Okay, so what you're gonna need a turkey. This recipe will work for like a 12 to 20 pound turkey. Ours is 13 pounds. You are going to need a lemon. You're gonna need an apple. You're gonna need an onion. Our onion is already quartered. Then you're gonna need some fresh rosemary, some fresh thyme, some fresh sage. If you don't have fresh, you can just use the stuff that comes in your shaker. That's perfectly fine. You're also gonna need 1 whole stick of softened butter and some Jarlic. Okay, you can use regular garlic, but I use Jarlic because it's easy. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna open up all of these, what are they called? Spices. and we're gonna wash them, and then we're gonna cut them up, and I got a bowl for each of them. And yes, it does matter. Wash them, cut them up. Look at, you're such great helpers. You really are. Because the first thing we're gonna do, besides that, is we're gonna make the herbed butter. That is step 1. Step 1 technically should be preheat your oven to 325, but if we do that, these two would stay. Well, I guess Kira's not in here anyway. Cool. Step 1, preheat your oven, 325. All right, so sage first. All we did was rinse the leaves and then just kind of cut it up. It doesn't need to be super fine. Again, we're using fresh sage. And then now we're working on the thyme. Everybody needs more thyme. And basically here, Jamie already washed these, but I'm going to pretty much show you how you strip thyme. Here, do it again because I missed that shot completely. Go ahead. Just like that. And then there's thyme. It smells like Thanksgiving in here, and we've only worked with these 2 things.
Yeah, these are major ingredients.
Yeah, they are. So we're going to go ahead and finish putting all those into the dishes. Okay, so the phone rang a whole bunch of times in between that, but basically we have our rosemary, we have our thyme, we have our sage, and we're going to need about a tablespoon of each of these to go in with this beautiful butter that I squashed out of the package. It is room temperature, can you tell?
Yeah,
can you tell that my fingers went...
Yeah. So now we're going to mix a tablespoon of that.
Yep, about a tablespoon of that. And it doesn't have to be like a perfect tablespoon. No, there's a tablespoon of that, a tablespoon of the sage, a tablespoon of the rosemary. Don't worry, the rest of the rosemary is going in your next batch of bone broth. And then a tablespoon of thyme. And then, so if you're not going to use garlic and you're going to use regular minced garlic, like 4 to 6 cloves. You know, you always measure garlic with your heart. But we're using this, and Jamie's not as big of a fan as garlic as I am, so we're going to add, I don't know, like half a tablespoon. Because I would use like 4 times the amount of garlic that you use. But I'll let you put it in there to your heart's desire.
I just do a heap of a table or half tablespoon.
There you go.
Oh, we'll see.
And now we're going to mixy this together. And like I said, it is just softened butter. So kind of just, you just want it all mixed together. This is going to go underneath the skin of our turkey. And if it's still not super softened in the middle, we'll just set it over there and it'll get there. Now we're going to take our apple and we're going to quarter this. Okay, maybe because we have nothing to give the dogs, you should cut a slice off of it and the dog should get a piece of apple.
I think they could probably have
She's like, I would totally take a piece of that apple. Thanks. You're kind of stuck there in the corner, huh?
No,
Don't move. You'll trip over some dogs. Okay.
Oh, you know it.
Tipper tappers. She's like, oh, yes. Yes. I will go give it to third best kitchen helper ever. Yes, princess. You get some too. And don't worry, now we're going to wash our hands. Now we're going to quarter this lemon. Peel and all. We washed it first, of course. And then we're going to quarter that, and that's going to go in this bowl. And don't worry, we're going to show you what we're going to do with all these things. Okay, it's time to prep the turkey. Open it up. I got a bowl because we're going to take the stuff from the inside out. And a lot of people will use it to make gravies and different types of things. All the inside parts of our turkeys go to the dogs. It's going in bone broth or getting made into something. It's going to you girls. Don't worry about it. The weirdest part about making a turkey is getting past this part, or a chicken or anything else. Holy cow. The dogs are like, you could just give that to us. We would totally just eat that. Yeah, I'm sure you would. So this is the trick. You got one hand that's got turkey juice on it. You got one hand that's perfectly clean. Now we're going to take and we're going to season the inside of this with a little bit of salt and pepper. That's why we wanted to make sure to have a clean hand.
Yeah, I don't want to touch my salt and pepper shaker.
Yeah.
Dirty poultry.
Yep, so put some pepper in there, put some salt in there, and then you're going to have two dirty hands again after that.
Yeah.
And yes, we are using a bowl to prop the turkey up, so we're done with those. Now we're going to take everything here and stuff it inside that turkey.
Okay.
Well, at least as much as you can fit. Ours is a little on the small side, so if you want to start with a piece of this, a piece of this, a piece of this, and go.
Sprinkle and go?
Yeah.
I mean, I can do that.
Yep.
Just a piece?
Yep, just throw it in there, just like that.
Missed.
Quartered, it can just be in there. You don't have to crush it.
Okay.
Let me see.
And some of this?
Yep, then some of that.
Some
You're
of this?
fancier than me when I did it the first time. I just put all of this, then all of this, then all of this. But you'll give it layers.
Yeah, I would probably even mix it and then put it in there.
You could. And then don't forget your apples and your
yeah,
lemons.
Right. Go put apple in there.
Yep.
Put a lemon in there.
And we're just gonna stuff this sucker
put
full.
A little bit more of this on there. Another onion in there.
Some more of that. Some more of that.
Some more of this. And some more of this.
Perfection. Look at that.
So just keep
So
putting,
much good stuff.
Yeah, it's like a shish kebab, but in the bottom of the turkey.
And basically what this is going to do by filling the turkey as it roasts, all of these flavors and smells kind of roast together and really give that aromatic flavor to your turkey. That's what we're doing, in case you're wondering. Now we are using a traditional roasting pan with a rack in the bottom that raises it a little bit. This is a rack from a different pan, but it's going to work just fine. You want to make sure that your turkey is raised off of the bottom of whatever type of roasting pan you use, because you don't want it to burn to the bottom of your pan. All right, we have the turkey in the pan. The next thing we're going to do, remember that yummy herbed butter that we made? We're going to put about a tablespoon on each side of the breasts up here. So you can see Jamie's kind of just pulling the skin back a little bit. You know, and yeah, there you go. And then we're going to take about a tablespoon, so not all of it, and you're going to kind of shove it in there. And that's how I did it when I did it before. And then you can kind of rub it in a little bit. You want to do that on each side. And then we're going to take the rest of the butter and we're going to rub it all around the outside.
Oh, I missed that.
There you go. There you go. Get it in there. So as that cooks, that's going to kind of come back a little bit and be amazing. So we're going to show you the next step in just a second. Look at this dog. She's like, oh my gosh, give me all of the turkeys, please. Okay, so the remaining butter, you can melt it if you want to, or you can do just what we're doing. Ours is soft enough that we can kind of just put it on there. You want to make sure to get the skin on the top. You want to coat the legs as much as you can.
It's going to melt pretty
It's going to melt pretty good, but it's also going to brown everything as it does. That's the next thing I want to tell you guys about. While Jamie's doing this, I'll just explain it. I have a cover for this. If you don't have a cover for your roasting pan, you're going to want to use aluminum foil and make a tent over this. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably asking about, what about the crispy turkey skin? The last little bit of cooking it, you'll take the tent off and you will brown the skin. But keeping it covered is going to keep your turkey moist. That is a mistake a lot of people make. They try to cook it like this with no lid. And yeah, because they want crispy skin, and then you end up with dry turkey. The last thing we want is dry turkey. Yeah, gotta get it all over in there. This is gonna be so good. And look at this. So much easier than you thought it was gonna be, right? Like, this was one of the easiest recipes I read for how to make a turkey, and I've made it twice with this recipe. So hopefully it's gonna turn out again, and hopefully it'll turn out for you guys as well.
This is just like a normal turkey.
It is.
So this is perfect.
It is. It's perfect. You can also do chicken this way if you want to.
It's really good.
Just saying. That looks pretty good. With our oven preheated to 325, we are going to put this in the oven. Now, so the general rule for cooking a turkey is 12 to 15 minutes per pound. This is a 13-pound turkey, which means we should do this for about 3.5 hours is what we're guessing. The turkey needs to come to 165 degrees. So you also want to keep an eye on it. You know, check it every once in a while and see what the temperature is. This does have a temperature pop thing, which should pop out when it comes to temperature, but I don't always trust these. I always do still test them as well. Because we're putting the lid on this, what we're going to do is at the last hour of cooking, the lid's going to come off, and then that's going to brown all of that beautiful skin. That looks pretty good. I don't want to eat it raw, but like that looks pretty good, right?
It's going to change real quick as soon as it gets warm.
It's going to smell even more amazing in here in just a matter of minutes. All right, let's put the lid on and put it in the oven. All right, into the oven it goes. Okay. Camera magic. You guys don't have to wait. It'll be done in like 1 second. Okay, we got an hour left. We're taking the lid off. Ooh, we already got a little bit of brown on the top of ours.
Yeah.
I think that's where the lid was touching it.
It is definitely close.
Okay, we're gonna put it back in, slide it
A little
in.
more.
Hour left. Time to start everything else. Ooh. All right, turkey's out of the oven. Our little popper thing actually popped.
Ooh, I might have went through it.
Yeah, don't go through it, and make sure you're not in a bone. We want this to be at 155 at least. We're good. So now we're gonna let this sit and rest for about 15 to 20 minutes. Look at all the juices down in there. Oh, everything looks so good. And of course, we're making other stuff as well. Look at this kitchen helper. She's like, hello, how come I'm not getting anything? Don't worry, you're gonna get a bite of turkey. All right, so now that this has rested, we are gonna carve the turkey. But guess what? I'm not giving you guys instructions on how to do that because we're not very good at it.
It's pretty easy. There's a breastbone.
Oh yeah, you're gonna do it this time? Okay. You want to show them how?
Right here, and you carve on each side, and that'll be these two big chunks, and you can just hack off these big legs.
Okay.
And then there's it'll go, after those 4 pieces, it'll carve itself.
Okay. All right. Let's see
Easy.
if we can do this. Ooh. It sounds like it's gonna be nice and juicy like we want.
Middle. Kind of get down in there.
I'm gonna film you like this. I know I might mess up your carving a little bit,
Right
but
here, I'll just see if I think I got it. The reveal. Oh, nice. Oh, nice
look
whitening.
at that. Beautiful. All right, you cut that up. I'm gonna make the rest of the stuff. Told you we made a whole Thanksgiving meal. But the most important part, the part that you guys want to know the most.
Buried it under my cranberry.
Did.
Jamie
Jamie ate the skin already, a little bit of it.
Yeah, I tried
it was
it.
pretty crunchy and good. So if turkey skin is your thing. Yeah? Yeah? It's very moist. It smells amazing.
No, you did it.
Look at I take this little tiny amount of stuffing because it's not my favorite thing.
What? That's crazy.
I know. Oh my goodness. Hi, Kira. So, I already tried it.
You did. I know.
So, even without anything on it,
I know.
it's so good. It's not dry. It's exactly what you want for a Thanksgiving turkey.
What do you think, huh?
She's like, I think I should get a piece.
Yeah, you want to try mine? Too bad. Looks great, Jess. Good job.
Hey, we did it together.
We did.
Here's a quick tip for you as well. You see the top of this turkey? This is the turkey that was directly underneath the skin where we put all that butter and stuff. That's going to have all of those seasonings and everything on it. So, if you want to feed any to your dog, take that piece, flip it over, and take from the middle. Gee, it's almost like they know they're getting a bite. One for you. One for you. And yes, one for you. Is that good stuff? Is that the best turkey ever. Say, Mom, that was so delicious. And that is how you make a Thanksgiving turkey. Super easy, super simple. There's a lot of different ways you can do this. This is roasted in the oven. It was one of the easiest ways I found. Like I said, if I can cook it, so can you. I am not good at cooking, and this is now the third time I've made a turkey like this, and it has turned out perfect. If you guys end up making this, let us know down in the comments below. If you have questions about this recipe, leave them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them, and let us know what you want to see next. All right, you guys, we hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Stay positive, dream big, and we will see you again soon. Say, Memphis wants more turkey. She's like, give me some more turkey. I know. Say goodbye, audience.